Well, March is National Nutrition Month, and this year's theme is Discover the Power of Nutrition. It's a reminder that what we eat isn't just about food, it's about fuel, and how that fuel can boost our energy and improve our overall health. So joining us this morning is registered dietitian Lauren Marduz. She is the founder of Salt and Honey Nutrition, and she's here to break it all down for us. And of course, she brought some fabulous real-life meals for us to get into. But before we get into these tasty meals, first I want to ask you, what does Discover the Power of Nutrition, what does that mean for the everyday person?
Yeah, what it means is that every food that you eat has nutrients that can boost your health. It means that tomatoes are good for your heart. It means that carbohydrates give you energy. Every single food that you eat, no matter what it is powerful for your health.
And you know, some folks can feel overwhelmed when it comes to eating healthy. What are some simple everyday changes folks can start making now?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest ones is fiber is kind of like a hot word right now in the nutrition world, and it's a great thing to insert into your nutrition. There's a wide variety of ways that we can do this, and the number one way I suggest to do it is adding color. Color is such a wonderful way to add a variety of nutrients, fiber, and things like that. And what does it come in? Fruits and veggies, which is what we want more people to eat more of.
And speaking of color, we got a theme going on today. You know, today is St. Patty's Day. So let's get into some of the meals that you brought.
Well, you know me, and I love a theme. So we did bring green foods today, and green foods are high in antioxidants and all that. So right here we have a simple green smoothie. It's mangoes, apples, banana, spinach, and kale with a little bit of yogurt. And it's really, really sweet. It's really, really good without having any added sugar. Right here, I used a green spinach wrap to make a chickpea wrap. It's got a bunch of different vegetables in it. It's really, really colorful and stays on theme with our St. Patty's Day. And then over here, we've made a really simple kale pesto.
Ooh,
so we've added some basil, pine nuts, oil, and what is it? What's the other one? It's Parmesan. My goodness, I couldn't even think of the cheese. So that's all wrapped up in with extra kale to give it a little added boost. Nice. We added some shrimp on top because that is really a great source of protein and fits in with our folks who are doing some meatless Fridays.
Okay. Doesn't look like it's too complicated to make either.
No, these are all very simple and quick and easy to make, and they're accessible.
So going on with it being quick and easy, you know, sometimes people think eating healthy means spending a lot of money. Let's kind of talk about how you can eat healthy but not have to break the bank.
Absolutely. Grocery prices are high right now, and so this is something that's on a lot of people's minds. So something that I always recommend is when we're searching for fruits and vegetables, fresh ones can be more expensive than our frozen or canned, and the nutrient density isn't that much lower in frozen or canned vegetables. So lean into those. Use them in soups, use them in sides. You can always get frozen spinach or greens to add to sauces and things like that as a great way to boost the nutrition of whatever meal that you're using on a budget.
Yeah, and you can always season the frozen vegetables yourself. That's what I do at home.
Yes, it's my favorite way to do it. Add a little garlic powder, add a little Cajun flavoring, and you've got something that's really tasty on a budget.
And lastly, I want to ask you about fads. You know, right now everything's like protein, 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 and then sometimes it's like, you know, the Mediterranean diet. There's always something new that folks are trying. What advice would you give when it comes to that? Like, what is considered good and what's considered just hype?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question because in my practice, I get that question a lot. Everything that you hear has probably a tiny kernel of truth to it, but the context is the bigger thing that we're looking at. We're worried about you as an individual. So the best way to know if a fad type diet is right for you is to talk to a dietitian who can know your health history and be better able to identify what might work well for you and what your goals are.
Absolutely. Anything else you'd like to add that you want our viewers to know?
Really, I think the biggest thing is eating more color, eating more green things for our theme of St. Patty's Day. We all wore green today. And paying attention to our nutrients of protein, fiber, and fat. Our really nutrient-dense foods all have those things in them and to incorporate.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Lauren. It's always a treat when you come. We'll have all of these recipes up on our website, WFNYnews2.com.